what you want.
Well,
And
welcome back. No
you
means
need.
nerds. No means nobodies. No means no nicks. To the No Means No Thing, No Means Nothing podcast. The podcast where three absolute irredeemable fucking idiots are going to try their very, very best to pick the greatest No Means No song of all time. Now, spoilers, there isn't one. So I'm one of your hosts, Jordan, and I'm joined by these two idiots.
What's going on? I'm Matthew.
I'm Michelle. I'm the lady.
The lady one.
The
And
lady.
fucking hell, it's been a long time. I feel like we've said that at the beginning of each of these weird little episodes we've put out over the last 6 months that hasn't been going on. But guess what, guys? This is really it. This is the beginning of the end of all things. This is the official start of round 3.
It was difficult to think of a format, and it's been
Yeah.
a very involved year for each of us in
It
various
sure
ways.
has.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Life has been a fucking tsunami. If I
thanks
think
for
for
your
all
patience.
of us. Yeah.
And if you're not patient, then don't.
Fuck
no
you.
thanks.
Yep.
Oh, God, Jesus.
With the greatest, deepest respect and love. Fuck you.
Sure. Whatever.
Wow.
So I am incredibly excited to start this again. I'm incredibly nervous. I always get nervous when we haven't recorded in a while. Like, am I going to have anything to fucking say?
Honey,
The format,
of course you are.
the format this time, I'm going to talk about the format a little bit, such as it is, before we dive into our opening routine here. This time, none of us know what songs are going up against each other. Okay? I'm going to pick them live during the show. So it's a complete mystery. I'm going to pick these songs live. I'm going to hear a couple of clips. We're going to vote on those songs, fight to the fucking death to pick our winner. Then we'll move on to 2 other songs, do that same thing. And then at the end, the last third of the show, we're going to take those 2 winners and we're going to fucking throw them in the pit. And only
So
one of
like
those
it'd be-
motherfuckers.
And then we're not prepared. I mean, Jordan made the array, has been practicing because he's doing all the engineering and everything like that. But we didn't do any prep for this, so
Nope.
It's gonna be it's gonna be sloppy.
Sloppy
I'm hoping
and
it's
rough,
not-
baby.
Might be
Colonoscopy
right
prep.
into sploppy, and I hope we
Yeah.
don't go as far as sploppy.
All right.
Sloppy.
All right.
Sloppy. We'll see. Let's see where we go. How many extra CHs and Ls go in that phrase. But before we do any of that, I think one of the most important things for an episode this wild and this wet is that we are going to have to talk about what we're drinking. And for me, I'm doing something extra special this time. Yes, it's whiskey, but I got hold of some very special, nearly private reserve Redwood Empire.
VSOP.
Redwood Empire beer, Jesus Christ, whiskey. This is 101 proof. So this is like close
You're
to
gonna have to
rubbing
explain
alcohol.
proof to people who don't use proof because that's just an American thing.
It's
It
like
is? Oh, shit.
most whiskey is down in the 60s to 70s, if that, of proof. So this is like twice the alcohol content. Proof is
Gotcha.
the amount of alcohol per volume.
I
So
think
this is
proof is half the amount.
Half of it, yes.
The proof is the percentage.
Yeah.
I believe
Yes,
so.
yes. Exactly.
So I'm
55%.
approaching rubbing alcohol. But however, it tastes. I believe it tastes delicious. I actually haven't tasted it yet.
I don't
And it
see any
smells
open
great.
flames in your studio there, but I can only see what the
Not
camera's
yet.
pointing
You
at,
don't.
Ah! Oh, sip. He's sipping.
Oh, that's so fucking good. Ooh, and it
Really?
burns
Do you
like a
taste
bitch.
anything?
Oh
Wow.
yeah, it tastes great. That's why I love whiskey. Whiskey tastes so good. Oh, that is, whoo, fucking fantastic. All right, so but I'm gonna need it because boy, I got this episode
God.
got me scared as shit. All right, Michelle, what have
Oh.
you got for me? What are you drinking?
Do you want to know what I'm drinking?
I do want to know what you're drinking.
I think you know what I'm drinking.
I think you know.
I think you know.
I
yeah.
know. You know. I know. You know.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening because my ass went up to Vancouver because our pal Matthew here was a bawk hawk. Look it up.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah. And this man picked up a, I don't know, flat of
No, I picked up a couple of 4-packs.
whatever. Do you see this fucking shit?
Wrong
This is a
lager.
wrong lager with
That
John
kicks
Wright's John
ass.
Hancock.
Now,
I'm
before
drinking. Oh,
before
okay,
you open
no,
that up,
do it.
before
I have-
you
yeah.
open that up, I just want to posit the possibility that because when you came up here, it was great that you were going to do that because I'm not going to your country until
No,
maybe
I don't blame
maybe
you. No.
early 2029.
No, you shouldn't.
But you picked up the one 4-pack for you, one pack
Yep.
4-pack for Jordan.
Yep.
And I don't know if you want to wait until some by hook or by crook Jordan manages to get his 4-pack and we manage to drink them all at the same time.
We should save one at least, maybe. I don't think you need to save the first one. But if we each save one that we can all drink together, I think that would be nice.
Oh, no. I'm going to have to put the second one away. I'm a nice person. I gave 2 to my housemate, fucker.
Oh, you're sweet.
All right. I'll put this one away and save it.
Oh, no. I'll drink the one. No. So you have 2 left?
Yeah, I have 2 left. And I was going to drink them both tonight, but I'll just have the one.
We'll drink something else. I was like, Guinness, I only have 3. I bought myself a 4-pack. I dropped one, and I got a pinhole in it, and I didn't know. Put it back in my little beer fridge in the garage, and it was kind of a mess. Kind of got all over everything.
Oh, brainless wonder.
So I have actually tasted the wrong lager, but it was kind of flat and shitty because it had been sitting in it probably 4 or 5 days in the beer fridge, stewing in its own juices, so to speak. But I didn't want to go through the remaining 3, so I actually went back to Slow Hand Brewery, which is the partner.
Right.
Today I went this afternoon, and they didn't have any. But I did talk to the guy. The woman at the cashier. She called back and said, "Oh, they're making a wrong lager," and he's like, "I'm making it right now."
Oh wow!
But there won't be any more till October. It has been quite the run on it here in Vancouver, I suppose.
I bet.
But I got myself some other beer because I will drink one of the wrong lagers with you, strangely, and then we'll hang on to some of them for when Jordan gets his greasy
I think that's the kind thing to do.
Nice.
All right, I'll save this second one.
We'll do that. And I have I picked up a different beer from Slow Hand because I was there. It is the Tmavi Pivo 13 degrees, which means dark beer in Czech.
Dark beer, good.
Drago.
Excellent work.
Well, I'm gonna open my wrong beer.
Fucking crack it open.
Breathe, my son.
You can still pour it in the mic for me.
That's what I'm also drinking. Is the wrong beer. Nice. I'm drinking out of a can though.
Sweet.
I'm drinking mine out of a can. How else can you?
No, he means he's not pouring it in a glass. He's not decanting that.
Oh,
he's
doing
putting lips to can, as it were.
And to cow.
To cow. Lips to cow. Ooh, that's the kind of raw milk I like, baby.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck yeah,
and
man.
I poured it stupidly, thinking it was a Guinness, and it's got.
Yeah, wait, Michelle, hold up your can
head.
so that we can get this. Hold up your can so we can get this screen grabbed.
I don't know. Is that?
Got it.
All right. I'm so perplexed by his signature. It looks like John Hancock, but it's John Wright.
Well, Hancock Wright. It's not that different.
Well,
they're both historical figures.
I have a feeling they modeled it on the Sam Adams.
That's
because that is most definitely not John Wright's signature.
Doesn't it say something nice on the
calligraphic back? And stuff, which I suppose is a bit of a counterpoint to the low res sort of stampy looking thing, whatever Andy did to create this graphic. But anyway, yeah, they sold them at a few local liquor stores. The guy at Slow Hand who did the brewing said that most of it got sent back up to Powell River to be sold at their
at the
christening event at the pub there. And he said there will be more available in October, hopefully. So
nice.
I know that in Victoria that was hard to come by, and I know that a fella who listens to the podcast here, his wife happened to be in Vancouver at the right time to go by Slow Hand and pick him up a 4-pack. So apparently, a 4-pack has made its way to Sydney, Australia.
Oh, sweet!
How badass is that?
Yeah. That's badass. The No Means No Songs continues. Fucking wrong beer.
I can barely read it, but it seems like there's a nice couple of sentences on the back about John's history of touring and being a punk rock drummer and brewing beer.
Want me to read it?
Yeah, read
Oh,
it.
For over
Yeah,
4
yeah.
decades, I've toured the world playing music and discovering countless styles of beer. And in true punk DIY spirit, I eventually started brewing my favorites myself. These days, I'm almost exclusively brewing Keller beer, a lager beer deeply rooted in the small brew pubs and farmhouse breweries of Franconia, a region in northern Bavaria. Wrong Lager
Wow.
is a collaboration with Slowhand Beer Company, and we are proud to bring you my own version of this old school lagered beer.
Fuck yeah. Well, you both need to take a sip and give me a review.
Wait a minute. It says something after that, dude. You got to read the bottom part. Oh, it says it gives his name and then it goes and then it
Yes,
says
legendary drummer of
legendary
No Means No,
drummer.
lead singer of the Hanson Brothers, and brewer of beer for 33 years.
3 years. Yep.
Can I put that
All
bottom?
right. Cheers, big ears.
Cheers. Cheers to the
So-
two of you guys.
Yeah.
Here we go. And cheers to everyone out there. Everyone else,
Oh,
crack
wow,
one
that's-
open. If you've
that's
got a
got a
wrong
lot of-
lager, and this might be a chance to drink it.
It's got a lot of flavor.
If you're in the toilet, have a beer. If you're on the road, don't have a beer. If you're walking Teddy, for sure have something to drink.
Yeah, Teddy.
I got
If you're
Hit the
Chuck,
towel.
prepared to write us some sort of email
While I
about
was
something.
rotating the can underneath my
Uh-oh.
desk lamp, I spilled a little bit. So
Yay! It begins.
Lick it up. Lick it up.
It begins. And hey, while we're waiting for that guy to come back, also really, really good news, and I'm happy to say on this podcast, is all you fucking Europeans are just about to get your chance to see
Right.
Dead Bob.
Mm.
They're coming. They're coming for you. And probably by the time this is released, they will have already been there and well underway. So quit your complaining. Get on those trains because you got so many fucking trains, and find the nearest show near you and enjoy the fuck out of it, because you are going
Yeah.
to get your fucking socks blown off and then stuffed right back up your ass. With consent, of course. All right.
I'm looking forward to. I doubt that I'll ever see any contrition, but there were some really shitty comments. Not that I put a lot of stock in this, but like as Dead Bob has sort of created their identity a little bit on Facebook and stuff. There were some particularly European. There were a whole bunch. I saw it maybe 5-6 times where they were like, "That's not No Means No. There's a girl in the band." It was like fucking bullshit.
Fuck that.
So yeah,
I don't know
I
if
really
I
hope that
say
those
that.
those assholes. Actually, I kind of hope that they don't go to the show and miss out, because that sucks. Or
Yeah, man.
or
Fuck that. They
Christy
don't
Lee
deserve it.
just like basically like knocks their balls off, because that's
Yeah.
a thing she
Fucking
does.
lobotomizes
She
them.
does.
She completely shreds every inch of
Yeah.
that stage. Holy shit.
And she's cool.
So
Fart
if
knockers.
you made one of those comments and you
Yeah, fuck you.
you think that that's a bad thing, and it's like, yeah, okay, fuck off.
Fuck off. Fuck
Wow,
off.
I
Not
don't
in a-
think
not
I've
in a
seen
nice
any of those.
way.
Maybe they
I
get
haven't either.
removed. Maybe I haven't seen them.
They're fucking buried in
He's
all
got
the
secret
joy.
Canadian access. That's what he's got.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
fuck. Let's try this out. I don't know how this is going to work. So,
Oh my God.
all right, here it comes. You ready?
Uh-oh.
And the first pairing is
That's funny.
No Rest for the Wicked,
Oh.
and the world wasn't built in a day.
I know,
Oh, damn. We really got to fucking vote for this shit? Jesus Christ.
No problem.
Yeah, fuck you. All right. So
Yeah, well.
we have not decided an order. So we know Michelle likes to be the meat in the sandwich. Matthew, do you have a preference in
Yeah.
this one? Whether you want to go first or second or last?
I am just calling up the lyrics.
All right,
just
I'll go
'cause
first.
I wanna have
I'll
that
I'll, I'll
handy.
take it. I'll take a stab at this. I know where Michelle's going to go, and she's wrong.
Yeah, you're
But
damn right you do.
so both these songs fucking kick ass. So no rest for what's interesting about these two songs is that I think they're both really Rob John heavy, right? Well, that's not true. World Wasn't Built in a Day definitely has a lot of Tom on it in really interesting ways, which I love. But both very bass and drum heavy. They're both. I think World Wasn't Built in a Day is probably even more of a Rob song, but I think they're both very Rob songs. No Rest for the Wicked just fucking slams this song. The bass line on this is absolutely incredible. The fucking vocal delivery that Rob gives is absolutely incredible. That this song just absolutely fucking rocks. Definitely one of the better off of Mama. I think it's just holds up to this day, no question. I'm not going to talk about what it means necessarily or anything, just because I've done that twice in depth, at least in this podcast. So go back and find it before. But No Rest for the Wicked is an absolutely incredible song. The World Wasn't Built in a Day, I think, is a far more important song, and I think it is a absolute fucking masterpiece of Rob poetry and Rob delivery. And yes, it's not fast. Yes, it's not punky, but it is so incredibly well structured in the way that it moves from verse to verse, in the way that the story that he's telling dives deeper and deeper into something both more concrete and abstract, in the way that it becomes more deeply personal, not in a ordinary sense, but in a very sort of metaphysical sense. And it just strips the act of living as a being in this world down to its very bones. Is it a bopper? No, it's not a bopper, but fucking this song is paint thinner that just rips off everything unnecessary and leaves only what is needed in a way that only the very best fucking songwriters and musicians can do. There need be no pyrotechnics where they're not needed. There need be no extra fills where they're not needed. It's just everything exactly in its place to give you exactly what you want. And I think this song, World Wasn't Built in a Day, is on a absolutely another plane from No Rest for the Wicked, which is saying a lot because No Rest for the Wicked is a absolutely fucking incredible song. Both these songs, top shelf, top tier. So I'm just going to end by saying my vote in this pair up is World Wasn't Built in a Day with no hesitations. So Michelle, you're up on these two.
All right, my poetical is going to be slightly unwaxed as usual, so I can't speak as eloquently as the meat in the sandwich is a little wet lettuce. That's what's between the bread. Yeah, I love the fast,
Also,
crazy.
cheese.
Yeah, yes. I'd rather be cheese. First of all, let me say this. I can't believe that's the same guy singing both songs. I mean,
right?
come on.
That is pretty wild.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty wild. Vocal nodules are a hell of a drug.
I don't know. I just that there's no way I would think that's the same guy. The vocals on the World Wasn't Built in a Day. The mix on that is stupendous. It's really really good. And it the World Wasn't Built in a Day has tons of hard attitude, and it's a really good, colossal, heavy song that makes you want to sit down and listen to it. But I don't want to sit down and listen to No Means No. I want to cut the rug. Yeah, I love the frenetic, crazy stuff. So, God, I'm gonna suck at all of this, man. My vote. Okay, I'm gonna make this simple. My vote is gonna be for No Rest for the Wicked because I get ants in the pants, and I like ants in the pants, and it's crazy and it's good. No Rest for the Wicked, says me.
Sweet. Split decision. That's how the drama works. Matthew, what do you got to say about these two?
Do the right thing.
Do what you feel.
It's kind of tough. Like, I started thinking of that thing where, talking about a job, it can be one of two. or two of three things that can be cheap, fast, or good, right? So with No Means No Songs, it's sort of like, is it heart, head, or balls?
Oh,
That's good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it can be all three, I
Okay.
think. But I mean, I think they're both. There's heart. There's heart in both.
Yep.
Certainly, in different sort of way. The energy. I mean, it's No Rest for the Wicked is certainly a more youthful kind of song, and it definitely disengages the brain. I think it's just more about feeling, and it's a little bit more about the
Yes.
energy and the movement and everything like that.
Yes.
It's also a horny song, I think.
I don't get horny when I listen to that.
No, I think it's a horny song. I think the song itself is horny. It doesn't necessarily make you horny, but it is. There's
It's about the horny energy.
There's a horniness to it. That youthful,
as in many
Okay.
of those youthful
horniness.
mama songs. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's it's got the heart and the
Interesting.
balls. I don't know. World Wasn't Built in a Day is definitely the head. The brain is engaged. It's telling a story. It's slower. It's more mature. And he even denies the balls explicitly.
He does. He turns them away.
Turns them away.
He turns away his balls.
The heart.
Yeah, he sends that woman off who lets her hand stray on his leg, and he politely said he couldn't stay.
He said, "Oh, my leg."
Man, no way. So yeah, I don't know. There's sort of a evenness here, but I'm trying to think of which one I might seek out more often, and that's a really hard question to answer too. When you have the time to listen to The World Wasn't Built in a Day, and I really like the crescendos. I really like the atmosphere. I think the world that builds is certainly a lot more complete. It's that dark city. It's that whole sort of possibly post-apocalyptic environment that Rob sort of creates in so many of the songs, especially the later ones. Whereas No Rest for the Wicked is it's in a sweaty little room, I think.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with either of those things. You're in different environments and everything like that. I don't know. It might make a very different choice.
Man, you're killing me.
Depending on the age you're at too, which is more appealing. And I think No Rest for the Wicked certainly amps up the energy, whereas you maybe have to find the energy and think about the energy and find the strength, maybe more than the energy.
All right.
The World Wasn't Built in a Day. So really, I mean, I guess it comes down to which I think is a better song.
Yes,
on
and
some level. And I think, by an eyelash, I have to give it to The World Wasn't Built in a Day.
Oh!
God damn.
Oh!
This is bullshit right here.
Yep, that's the way. This is the way.
Just because, my knee jerk was definitely for No Rest. That is the knee jerk, but that's the thing. Like the knee jerks, but then the brain engages.
Okay, so my brain is not engaging, and I'm all right with that.
I didn't say a thing.
No, but I do think No Rest for the Wicked is just fuck. I mean, this is pretty much the case for every song that's going to be in this round. Not every song, but pretty much every song. They're all just fucking incredible. So let's get that out of the way. Like,
No Rest is so stripped down. I mean, it is it's rudiments. It's like at the core. It's the roots and everything like that. Whereas The World Wasn't Built in a Day is the entire Baroque structure that grew from those roots.
It is, and it's really interesting. And you kind of brought this up, Matthew. These are two ends of this man's life, right? Like there really is the youthful sort of energy, and there's nothing to denigrate that. That is to capture that in the way that they do in such an intelligent, fucking energetic, pure way is a feat, right? It's incredible, and then to pair it against this song that's at the other side, something more thoughtful, more weary, more world-worn, right? Tired, but also like just like laserly incisive in its ability to see the reality of the world, right? Rather than still banging at it with a hammer, it's like, no, I banged at the hammer and I poked through it and I looked into the void. And fuck, I didn't realize that when I banged so hard, what I was going to see was this fucking void. And here I am. I'm going to write about it now. But yeah, man, I wouldn't have been angry had Rest won because it's so fucking good.
No.
And I think there's something to be said for both these songs. But I have a very special place for World Wasn't Built in a Day.
I love how they're both about, ultimately, they are both a recognition of like nothingness, saying in void. And, you know, in The World Wasn't Built in a Day, he comes, you know, he's free of all the, you know, worldly entanglements and everything like that. And in the world, what are you? You are not. You know, you're not even part of anything. Right from the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's they're both about estrangement, but in The World Wasn't Built in a Day, I guess there's he accepts it and loves it, whereas No Rest for the Wicked maybe will accept it but pissed about it.
More pissed, correct.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, Michelle, before we go I mean, this is what we're going to have to think about this format. We're already almost through this first round. So although we have 2 more rounds to go.
No,
do you have is there anything more you want to say about these 2 songs or any sort of elegy for No Rest for the Wicked?
I'm going to suck at all this kind of stuff. I can't do stuff on the fly.
Well,
but you know what but you know what I want? Aren't both of these songs are like phrases you would say to some No Rest for the Wicked.
Oh, fucking good point. They sure are.
Yeah.
These are aphorisms, right?
Yeah.
Like No Rest for the Wicked. World Wasn't Built in a Day.
Right, right.
Excellent point. Excellent point. Yep. And
Can
one
I
of
leave
them,
on that?
and they're both sort of about studiousness, right? Like, well, the world
And
wasn't built in a day.
resignation.
And resignation. Like, you got to keep going. You got to keep building. Yeah, that's fucking good one. That's fucking great.
That's how I'm ending that.
I don't remember where I heard it. I was watching a YouTube video, and I think it was a guy evaluating all of the 50 states tourist boards, like the first video on their website. And he's like, there's this one quotation that actually that Nebraska or some fucking really unlikely state. And the quotation, I'm just trying to try to get it right, because it was actually kind of cool. The opposite of waiting is living.
The opposite of waiting is living?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I don't get it.
Because if you're not waiting or tired of waiting, then you're living.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. You're doing.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good. Fuck. Well, I guess.
Did you take it out of your list, Bub?
I have.
Did you take my song out of your list?
I did, and it's not safe because it's now just in its corner waiting to go up against the winner of the next round. But I think before we do that one, I think now is when we'll do what would normally be listener submissions, and maybe actually if we get a bunch of shit, we can do 2 listener submissions or 2 somethings in between the 3 rounds. But listen, guys. So here's my plea, and I'm going to turn it over to Matthew and let Michelle said something.
So
this is our off ramp. So we need you to send shit in. We want to hear from you. It's one of my favorite parts of the show is hearing from you guys, connecting with you guys. It doesn't have to be long. It could be written. Anyway, I'm going to let Matthew's really good at this. So I'm going to let Matthew talk about what we're looking for and why you got to do it.
I'll get to that in just a moment. I'm just one of your ideas, and we're just working out, you know, the format is still a little bit rough, and perhaps we can get some feedback.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Maybe somebody help us.
Somebody help us. No, the idea was that if we had a clear, you know, it wasn't unanimous and there was one person who didn't vote, that person would have an opportunity to try to make their case and convince one of the other 2. And we had decided to do that for the third round,
last round.
It's the third round. Yeah, third round. Sorry, but I'm wondering like whether people would want to hear it in each one if that happens or every time it happens.
Yeah.
I see what you're asking. Right.
Yeah. Well, I think let's see how, and for us too, we'll see how it goes on this third round because we're going to try it at the end of the episode, basically.
Yeah.
And see if it
Because it
does
might become
anything, but
it might become
We're in court.
unequivocal by
Feels
the
like we're in
last,
court.
and that become unnecessary by the last one, right?
it might. And there will be some. I'm sure there will be times where it's unanimous. I think in some of these pairings, we'll just have to see. In which case, there'll be no argument unless it's someone deciding to switch their vote just to be.
But even if the person, if
contrarian.
this one person, like I don't want to say loses, but doesn't vote, their song doesn't go through for the first, and then the final pairing are neither of them are the songs that they would have picked.
Yeah,
But
that's going to be happening to
then
me.
it's unequivocal by that point.
That's right. Yeah, it could be.
Okay. Yeah.
So now let's talk about submissions. So Matthew, turn on the guilt meter up to 11 or 12, and let's get these fuckers to send us some shit.
I'm not going to guilt them because we haven't produced anything for them.
No, that's fair. We haven't been living up to our side of the bargain.
Yeah. So, pod fade is a thing. It wasn't our intention. It wasn't a loss of interest or anything like that. It's just, life kind of grabs you by the short and curlies from periodically. I think that has occurred to each of us in varying ways over the past little bit. And, the vagaries of life. So, make no apologies really for not having been able to come up with it was hard to come up with a format. It was hard to find the time to discuss what we were going to do. We did throw a whole bunch of ideas around. But yeah, we'd like your feedback, and we'd like and anything from you guys. I mean, the feedback would actually be really helpful at this point. But our original entreaty for information from you guys is sort of 3 icebreaker questions where if you are a new listener, or even if your answers might be different if you have already sent this in and you want us to tell us a different story or something like that. What does no means no mean to you? Oh, I've forgotten them now.
What does no means to you? What does no means no mean to you? What is your no means no origin story?
Right.
And,
that's what it was.
And do you have an interesting no means no story anecdote to tell?
And that could be anything.
Yeah.
And
it could be one of those things, all of those things. Yeah.
And
or
you might have
different.
a new one, and it could also be Hanson Brothers, or even like a Dead Bob anecdote these days. So,
might I throw out another sort of really self-referential one that no one's? I mean, this is kind of bullshit, but if you want to say something about this podcast, right? Like again, we're winding it down. I know a lot of people have, kind of invested their time, a lot of time into listening to this podcast. I'll tell you
that's true.
that as we're seeing this on to its end, I would love to hear how this podcast has, what it's meant to you, if anything, or what's you've loved or hated about it. That'd be interesting for us too. So
absolutely,
any of those things. But I will just say this: outside. Number one thing about this podcast has been absolutely fucking good. Looking back, how many fucking 3-4 years ago that we started this shit. What is getting to become even really better friends with these two and solidifying like lifelong friendships with these two guys has been number one thing. Number two thing has been hearing from all of you. I just got an email from Zach Harkonnen in Germany. Zach, if you're listening. Is it Zach? Fuck, I'm sorry if I'm fucking that up. I don't have my messenger open it. But anyway, you have a Vladimir Harkonnen is his band. It's fucking kick-ass in Germany. Hearing from people all over the world about the band, about their experiences is just a fucking highlight for me. And I think for all of us. So, and I think for other listeners. So I would really like to ask, not in a guilt way, but I'd love to ask to make this last round as momentous as it can be for posterity, because this will stay up for a while. People find this podcast long after we've fucking stopped making it. Now's your chance, because you're listening now. Once this podcast is over and someone hears it a year from now, those fucking emails are going to go into the void pretty much. We'll get them probably, maybe right back, but it's not getting on the air. So if you're listening now, if you're a new listener who found it in the last 6 months, now's your chance to send something in and get it enshrined into this podcast, which I vow to keep on some platform. I don't know what platform exactly, for as long as I fucking can afford it. So forever, as much as far as that goes.
10 Commandments.
So we want to hear your voices, record them into your phone, into wherever. Send us a file. Email us if you're not sure how to do that. Our email is what, Matthew?
nomeansnothingpodcast at gmail.com.
That's right. nomeansnothingpodcast at gmail.com. We really would love to hear from you. And it can be a written submission. And if you have a particular idiot that you want to hear read your words, do that, right? I don't know, guys. You all just it stuns me how many people have listened. I'm really sorry that we haven't been around for a while, but we are now, especially with this kind of format. If we keep it, it's a little bit easier for us to just fucking jump in and do it because we don't have all the prep. But
yeah,
so no promises. But I think there's a lot of motivation to try to keep this on the schedule we used to have, which was more regular, especially now that we've
or
got
at
this
least
momentum.
something more similar to it.
Something more similar to it.
And in terms of submissions, we had no idea that there would be kind of a renaissance and reincarnation to a certain extent with Dead Bob,
Yes,
not only existing but touring and about to go on their first
Fucking
European tour, and I have a feeling that's going to really, really explode
For almost 2 months, right?
So this
2 months
episode will
they're
come
gonna
out when there's people going to actively going to Dead Bob shows. So why not
tell us about those?
Tell us about those. Tell us about the you got to take your kid to see them, or you went to and some old friends or something like that. Or I absolutely know there will be a few people following them around.
Oh
so,
wow!
that's
Wouldn't
right.
that be a
Tell us about
man.
the arc of your little vacation that you took, going from city to city seeing Dead Bob.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or tell us about the hangouts you had with other nerds while you did that. Tell us all kinds of stuff. Do that stuff.
Record at the shows. Record just make a little voice note for us at the show or before the show with another nerd and say, "Hey, we're going to put this on the podcast." Right here we are. Right, like give yourself and everybody else a shout out. Yeah,
put them into a little montage. And,
exactly. We just want to hear from you, and it's not an ego thing. It's just, part of it is, but most of it's just because I don't know, man. As we've talked about, the No Means No community is one of just the best fucking music communities in the world. It's one of the things I've loved about this podcast is that it's been a place where so many of you have found a home for a couple hours every hour fucking often we put this out to just sit and listen to people yammer about your favorite band. And we are thinking about you when we're doing this. You are on my mind when I'm doing this podcast, and it's for all of us. So this is it. We're in the downward slope.
1,000 people in the Facebook group. I mean, that might be insignificant numbers to some people, but I certainly don't have any high opinion of myself, or never figured that I would do anything that had an effect on that number of people.
That's right.
So
that's right. So, cheers to you.
That's awesome.
And here we go for fucking round 2. And this round is... Oh, shit. I Need You versus The Jungle.
Oh!
Fuck. All right, so we're going to hear a little clip of I Need You first.
All those I pushed away, they walk with me, live in me now. And the silence of what I never said screams in my ears and pounds in my head. But when I look at you, I know I could never lie. You see all of me when I look into your eyes. I need you. I need you now.
some good. Parker's killing it with the fucking.
I was just
Come
about
on.
to say, shout out to fucking
Yeah.
Parker, who does not listen to this
Yeah.
podcast, but he's done a great job at picking out the
Yes.
clips. I set him this
Yes.
task. He took it extremely seriously and went
can
through and picked it out. He will. This is something the three of us have kind of talked about, but we will be bringing back some guests for some of these episodes, and
I hope so.
and doing some of these with some of our favorite guests. And Parker's definitely coming back for one of them.
Mhm.
All right. Well, luckily I went first before, so fuck you, Matthew. You're up. I Need You in the Jungle.
It's funny. I start seeing the commonalities between them. I like to sort of. I guess I was thinking about Dead Bob because thinking about them going on their first tour, and Christy expressed some. I don't know. She might not have been there in her post, but it's a mild excitement, fear, trepidation about going on a
Yeah.
European tour. And she's like, but I love these guys, so it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. She said it was the longest one she's ever gone on.
Yeah,
too,
longest.
so.
That's what it was. The longest tour she's ever been on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's incredible. So I don't know. I kind of like thinking about Dead Bob going out. So like it's new, but it's old, and I think the Jungle on some level, it's involving yourself with something. It's music, and it is maybe about their experience with engaging with the fans and with the music itself. And then I Need You is like not being able to be separated from something. And not to romanticize it too much. I know that there are certain economic imperatives that have caused John to pursue this, but on the same level, I mean, it's what he knows, it's what he does, and he does love it.
Yeah.
And he's gathered this incredible cast of characters around him to support him and to augment him, which is it's kind of an amazing thing, and that doesn't always happen with resurrection type projects. Anyway, I kind of liked that parallel on some level between these two songs, at least in the subject matter. In terms of I really like both of them. I really like the feel of both of them. But I've always connected more to I Need You on some level because it is.
Oh, wow.
It's super honest. I think it's really quite a raw song. I don't know that there's much hidden in it. Whereas, yeah, I don't know. The Jungle is like his relationship. Rob sings both relationship with his art, and I think it's always a little bit unclear to me whether I Need You is like relationships with other people or maybe even relationships with himself.
Who knows with him, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. Like it's like different parts of the personality, and like you can't exist without one without the other, sort of thing. I don't know. I could wax poetic about these songs a lot. Maybe I should.
Go for it, man. Like that's what we're here for. This is your last.
Good, 'cause
This is our
I'm not
last
gonna be able
chance to talk about these songs. So fucking pour it on. Any sriracha sauce you want to pour on this shit? Go for it.
Yeah, I like the poetic structure of the Jungle a little bit more. It's a little bit more sort of canonically rhyming and all that kind of stuff. But there's rhyme, but I Need You as a song is more songy in some levels. Like the Jungle, I don't think it has like enough in it to really like move people somehow. I mean, connect with it, certainly. Enjoy the music in it and the message in it, certainly. But to really sort of have it move you on some fundamental, some emotional level, I think I Need You does maybe a better job of it, but maybe that's its intention as well. So in terms of, which song does the job for which it was intended better. I think maybe I Need You does a better job of that. Which one is more fun to listen to? I might actually listen to The Jungle a little more often because maybe it's a little easier. I think I've actually said that it's the closest thing to easy listening that No Means No ever produced, but not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way, but yeah, it goes down smooth. It fucking goes down pretty smooth.
It goes, it's got a groove, and yeah, you can kind of move to it, kind of dance to it a little bit more than a lot of No Means No songs.
It's got a good beat.
You could
you
throw
could
yourself
bug out to
around a ton of them, but this one you'd actually, you could maybe do a samba to it or something like that. I don't think the same thing is true of I Need You.
No, I Need You is lying on the bed and crying your eyes out or staring into the ceiling sort of music. Yeah.
Yeah, who wants to do that?
Yeah. Yes, screaming into the void or screaming into the ceiling or screaming into something. Screaming, or even screaming silently, but there's some screaming going on. And also a lot of quiet and a lot of reflection and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to pick I Need You out of these two.
All right. Fucking fantastic. Michelle, how about you? Let's hear your thoughts.
Oh, gosh. When I hear The Jungle, it just gives me a warm fuzzy.
Absolutely.
I don't know why. It's kind of campy because it's so rhymey and stuff, but I don't know. It's a friend. It is. It's
and the other song does say, I need a friend. So,
yeah.
Which was The Jungle?
No, I Need You.
It's the line in I Need You. I need a friend.
Well,
I Need You needs a friend, and that friend is The Jungle.
Right. So we'll pick both. No, I do like I Need You as well. I don't know why I've mentioned this before that I don't know. It gives me creeps.
I hear you.
It kinda, I don't know. It's but then again, I kind of like it because I think it. I don't know. It reiterates the need for needing somebody. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Don't worry about making too much sense. My advice to you is just fucking blather this shit out. Don't self-censor.
But I can't blather.
Well, you are though. You're good. Just don't question yourself. Let it flow. Flow state.
Well,
we're here for you. We're not judging you.
I know. I'm just, you guys are so much better at this. But okay, I'm gonna keep it short.
Talk about the music. Talk about the music. Don't worry about the meaning. Talk about the music.
Okay. The Jungle. I like that. The drums. I love the drums.
So fucking good.
In The Jungle, I like that little shuffle he does there. He does some of his songs have drum shuffles, and this one is definitely one of it.
So good. Fuck.
Yeah.
So good.
And Rob is front and center on both of these with the vocals, and he sounds so good. He sounds like just a guy you want to hang out with, a friend. I don't know. Can I stop now? I'm gonna vote for The Jungle. I don't know how to do this.
It's hard.
In terms of
we're getting
where
too.
We can bring this up. This is one of the one of the tropes that we threw around was, we would evaluate songs on, best this and that.
Yeah, we did that episode last. Yeah.
Right. And I think I said that the Jungle is my pick for best album closer or one of them anyway.
Oh, okay.
Certainly
totally.
like that. And it's just interesting. Yeah, it's such an. I think the first song and last song kind of carefully chosen. And I Need You wasn't on the album at all, at least not on the LP
yeah,
version.
it didn't even fucking make it onto the LP. It was only on the CD, which is wild.
Wow.
And it also had. Well, I'll talk about this in a minute, so I'll save my powder. I guess so. Michelle, your vote's for The Jungle.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yep.
You got nothing to apologize for. That's fucking great
I know,
choice.
I'm gonna
Again,
stop.
these songs are fucking. These songs are fucking great. You don't have to get good. You just have to say what you feel and not feel self-conscious. So, these two songs, both, everything you both have said, both of you have absolutely fucking nailed it. So where am I at with this? I'm also absolutely feeling 101 proof whiskey. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. The Jungle, fucking butter. That bass line is
y'all.
so buttery. That shuffle, you
Mhm.
mentioned it. You mentioned it, Michelle. That drum beat, that shuffle is fucking chef's kiss. The only criticism I have of this song, it's not really a criticism. I've talked about this in some of their other songs. I wish that the hardcore break that they almost get to in the Jungle was allowed to go a little bit farther. When they have that, and they really fucking go up there, and then it just kind of cuts a little bit too short. But I will say, I think I've come around to, instead of finding that to be a flaw in the song, it is a strength, because it leaves me wanting something. And it gives this hook in me that needs something more, that leaves the end of this, that brings me into the last part of the song with a yearning. And that feels right. That feels intelligent.
That's what the song's
right?
about.
It is about. So the Jungle for me, I think I talked about this ad nauseum the last few times. The Jungle really feels to me to be a paean to Rob's relationship with music, his relationship with the instruments. I mean, he's very explicit about talking about how, like, the bass is the love that I feel in the heart. The guitar is my learning tree, right? Like, he talks about how all these instruments represent different parts of himself, and there's like this connection to the audience, to the music, and how it's this. So for him, the reason I think these two songs are very interesting to be connected in this way. The Jungle to me is about Rob's connection with music and how that allows him to connect to the world, connect to the tribe, connect to the larger sphere of existence. Whereas,
which he never quite do.
He may never quite do, but I feel like he's even said, and I think he said in our interview, I think he certainly said in the book, that music was the closest he got to that feeling of real communion with groups of people, with the larger mass of humanity. I need you. And Andy pointed this out, and I think I've always intuited this and maybe even kind of explicitly felt it myself, but Andy said it really well, that I need you. If you take it one step back, and it's not just me, Jordan needs Lisa or whatever, like your romantic partner, but take it one step back, and the I as a concept needs the you as a concept. That to be human in the world, the I, the self, needs the other, needs the you. That there is no possibility of being in the world, that the very nature of existence needs this dichotomy to create the third, to create.
No I unless there's you.
There's no I unless there's you. And so this song can be read on so many levels. It can be very personal. I think I talked about this when we first talked about the song. One of the codings of the song, right? All songs have codings based on our personal experience and times that we listen to them, whatever. When my first real serious girlfriend broke up with me, guys, I sat on my bed listening to this song on repeat, fucking crying my eyes out.
Of course you did.
For weeks.
No.
And this was the song. This was my breakup song. It was fucking I Need You. But over the years, it has really deepened for me. And I just want to say, on
the noseness of a young man.
I'm going to read what I think are some of the finest lyrics that Rob has put to paper. There is no world, and I am a shadow. You are no woman, and I am no man. There are only eyes and arms and hands. The eyes that cut me out, the arms that hold me round, the hands that reach out to pick me up and lift me from the ground. Go ahead, raise me from the mud, then in the light burn me down. And whether I live forever, heaven sent, or am doomed to die earthbound, it doesn't matter. You may let the years drip from my face as the world turns round and round, but as long as I can breathe, can lift my voice and make a sound, in everything I am, in everything I do, I am your servant. I need you.
Let's not let religious people get their hands on this one.
Fucking
poet. It's a religious song.
Are you hearing this? This guy's a poet.
I think that describes, outside of religion, I think that describes the nature of one's need to be seen
Yeah.
by
Wow.
another being, to be witnessed by their attention, by their force of being. I think it is one of the most beautiful distillations of just naked philosophy outside of the river
Yeah, that
that
is
he's
gorgeous.
fucking read, that he's ever
Yeah.
fucking written. And I think the music is so lonely but so beautiful. This is and this has the other thing I wanted to talk about that hasn't been touched on yet is there are two versions of this. There's the 0 + 2 = 1.5 with Andy, and there's the why do they call me Mr. Happy version. I prefer the Mr. Happy version because Rob has refined his lyrics. There, not lyrics, his vocal delivery. There are times when he really dives into that passionate Rob scream in the Mr. Happy version that's absolutely necessary, that are absent in the previous version. Now
I'm
that
gonna have to
said,
re-listen
Andy's
to that.
guitar is fucking amazing in the 0 + 2 = 1.5. It's amazing, but it's not a guitar heavy song. It's not a song that needs Andy's pyrotechnics, and he recognized that. And I think Rob perfected this in the Mr. Happy version. I think that this version, it's a crime that it's not on the LP. And if AT ever fucking gets his act together and releases anything fucking else, I hope when they release this, it's a double album with those tracks on it, because this album is not as good without this and Slowly Melting and Lullaby. It's just not as good. It needs those tracks. The CD is the definitive version of this album.
You got to make a call, man.
I think I Need You is absolutely one of the philosophical and metaphysical and meta best of Rob's ability to incisively go to the root of what is important about being a human being. Now, The Jungle is also fucking incredible in that way. It is so autobiographical. It is one of his better autobiographical songs about the nature of how music has connected him with the world. How could I fucking second guess that? It's gorgeous. Now, what I will say, he even said that The Jungle was written by John and he wrote the lyrics afterwards. So I feel that in this song a little bit. A little bit. I do not feel that an ounce in I Need You. I Need You feels 100%. Everything is in its place exactly it needs to be. Even that weird ow, 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 right? Like that is weird, but it's also that weird echoey, to me, it's the echo to represent the void between me and you. It's this vast void that exists between me and you. And when I shout, I need you, it echoes into the void. Right? And then finally enters you. But I don't have any proof that it actually enters you. I just have to go on faith that you see me, that you hear me. And so his cry out into the void just echoes. And how else do you get he didn't just rely on processing. He didn't rely on effects to get the echo. He decided to do it with his own fucking voice. Right?
Yeah.
How risky is that?
Yep. Yeah.
I think these two songs are gorgeous. I think The Jungle, as you both have said, the lyrics to it, the poeticism is so gorgeous. But I think I Need You is like one of those things where Rob reached up into the fucking pleroma and pulled down some fucking truth and said, sorry, fuckers, here it is, and held it out. And it's a bright flame that I've never been able to look away from, this song. And absolutely, it's a North Star for me, this song. So without any hesitation, it's I Need You in this film.
That's some Jesus Christ talking you just did there with a flame in a hand.
In a way, like I'm not a religious person. I may be a bit of a mystic person, but I'm not religious. But this song is one of those things that points to what I find important about the human experience and why I love No Means No is because of Rob's ability to distill it so well. The hard part is I think The Jungle does that also. It's not absent those qualities, but all right, fuck.
Wow,
World wasn't built in a
guys,
day.
I don't know. You guys kind
Need You.
of made me look at my answer a little bit.
There is no
more
I without you. There is no we without y'all.
Without you.
Pittsburgh, there is no yins without yins.
All right, so here's what I have to say about this. I actually have to go pee. Does anyone else have to pee?
Yes.
I've had a lot of whiskey. So we're going to take a short pee break, ladies and gentlemen, and then we're going to come back and we're going to fucking pit World Wasn't Built in a Day against I Need You, which is the most bullshit fucking toss up I've ever heard in my life. Fuck that shit. So, putting my headphones down.
Wow.
I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, we're back from various urinations of various sorts.
And you know
mine
what?
was-
I'm going to take this opportunity because I went and I used this piece of kit that I recently bought. I bought a new belt.
Oh,
I have bought many new belts over the years, and they've all fallen to pieces. I have been using the same belt. The only one I still have, I got in 1991. It is an
What?
Eddie Bauer belt. I had it repaired once, and I've had it for that long.
Holy
And
shit.
I bought a new belt from a company. It is a handmade belt. They are Popov leather from Nelson, British Columbia. And I am extremely happy with my purchase. And I have very little doubt that this belt will probably last me the rest of my life, or at least until I have a strong preference for suspenders. So I'm going to plug Popov leather to the listeners.
pop up lever, the belt that holds your pants.
Yeah.
Nice.
Beep. You guys
Well-
should wear leggings, then you won't have to have a belt.
I guess
Right.
I'd do it. All right, fuck. Well, here's round 3. The way this is supposed to go is we're going to talk about these two songs just like we just did, each on a row, and then if there's a split decision, the odd person out is going to get to sort of petition the other two to see if they can swing some votes. So if we were going by traditional logic rules, Michelle, you would go first. How do you feel about pitting World Wasn't Built in a Day versus I Need You?
Well, I can tell you after what you just said about "I Need You," it's like you put some thoughts into my head that made me think, and you
That
always
affected
do this.
you.
You usually do. No, you did affect me. Yeah, when you read it like it was a poem instead of just hearing it in the music, I was
pretty
very
incredible, right?
engaged with what you were. Yes, I was very engaged with what you were saying. I couldn't not pay attention. What, and Matthew? Didn't you say if the religious freaks got a hold of that? Is
Yeah,
that
right.
what
No,
you said?
and from the
No, no.
other side of
Well-
it, I don't have a problem with religious people as long as they don't wave it in my face, as long as they don't
Well,
hurt
yeah.
people with it and stuff like that. So I actually feel like
Right,
that
right.
song, I meant that people shouldn't get on it because they might use it for the wrong
Nefarious-
purposes. But I
for
actually feel
ill.
like people
Right.
really connect with their religion or something like that. They're very religious words, and I have a feeling that that could describe somebody's like relationship with their deity. If
God.
Sure.
if they want to, sure, great. People get a lot of power from that, and inspiration, and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And if it helps a religious person connect with no means no, then fuck, why not?
Yeah. No, I loved when you were reading it as a poem. I just can't believe how transfixed I was.
Mm.
Like everybody knows about me. When I hear music, I just my brain goes there, and I don't give a fuck what they're saying. Because
Well, and
I look at it as I look at it as another instrument, but I'm not paying attention to what they're saying. But I look
This-
at the inflections and stuff. But
This is what I wanted to, not to get too meta about it, but this is what I want to encourage you to lean into, because the thing about this band is, as much as I tend to lean or really dive into the meaning, these guys are as rich and as meaningful
right,
and impactful in that side of their music. It is as
Uh-huh.
important, if not more important. And so that side of it should not be given short shrift, right? Like, it is critical to talk about the guts of how the arrangement makes you feel, how the drums are making you feel, all that shit. These guys excel on that level in a way that many
Mhm.
bands do not. So
Mhm.
that is not an inconsequential part of what they're offering.
No, but it always makes me feel like I'm just looking at the surface type thing, and you do a deep dive, which I
And maybe I'm
appreciate.
not hearing the other side of it as much, right? Like, maybe I'm
Well,
not listening to the
I
music
think
as
you're
much as I need
hearing
to.
a lot. I mean,
yeah,
just
often,
you know it's poetry, and I've never. I didn't know the words. I still don't know the words. But when you were reading it to me, just like somebody standing in front of the room and reading a poem, I couldn't not pay attention. It was gorgeous, and the way you read the stanzas, I don't know, it was beautiful. I'd go see that guy again. Well, I
Snapping.
would. Rob is a poet.
He's
And I think that's
fucking
what you've been
incredible.
saying for years now. And
Yeah.
when you did that thing, I don't know, it's
As is
something.
Andy, as is John. Like all these guys can fucking
Mhm.
dive right to the bottom in the best way
Mm-hmm.
and to the top.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. So what was I supposed to be doing?
So you are now going to do our dog and pony show and try to compare or talk about or feel your way through The World Wasn't Built in a Day versus I Need You, because only one of these songs can last out of the end of this episode.
I think the pulse of both of these songs, while completely different, I think the world wasn't built in a day. That's kind of a minor key.
Mm-hmm.
I Need You might be a bit minor. I think the world wasn't built in a day is more than minor. It's like diminished. I don't know. It's got more. It's sadder. And I Need You has a little bit of an uplift to it, a hopeful
Mm.
part to it. Um,
It's tough.
so I have to vote between the two.
You do.
Okay, no, I don't think that's gonna be an issue right now because of. I mean, you could read me the lyrics to "The World Wasn't Built in a Day," and maybe I'd feel the same way. But I can't believe how I'm feel. I'm not bullshitting here either. Like those words were it was really gorgeous. Um, I do like the sound effects. Wasn't there a bunch of like cool guitar-y kind of
Oh,
sound
there's some
effects in the
great
world?
fucking guitar in Worldhood. But the way that
Yeah,
Tom plays that, none of us really talked about it, but the feedback that Tom plays in
yeah.
that is critical
Mm-hmm.
in that song.
Mm-hmm.
For
Mm-hmm.
thematic reasons, I think, not just the way it sounds, but it really adds to it.
Yeah, it's got some cool creepy parts to it, but I mean, based on what you two said, you very much convinced me that "I Need You" is the better song of the two, uh,
All right.
clearly. So yeah, I'm gonna vote for I Need You, and let me tell you, if I could change from the jungle to I Need You, I probably would do that, just based on again the poem that you read.
Mm,
I
interesting.
never knew it. I never heard it.
Interesting. Interesting.
I never heard it.
Yeah.
But I heard the drums shuffle and the octave up that Rob goes and the little
And that
trill
shit,
there at the end, and I think it's cool. And oh wow,
it's fucking incredible.
yeah, yeah, yep,
That
yep.
bass line is buttery as fuck. It's so good.
Buttery as fuck. Yes, it is.
All right, we have one for I Need You. Matthew, where are you at? Let's hear your take on these two up against each other in the ring.
I was sort of thinking again, this thing that my mind seems to do, finding these sort of parallels or balance between or commonalities, or even contrast between the songs. Like the world, um, he's shouting that he's finally free. The loneliness is a lie,
Mm.
and both of them have parts where he's just kind of shouting from the heart, how you took my breath away. This loneliness is a lie. And then there's
Loneliness
this
is
other
a
parallel
lie.
here where there's talking about arms and eyes and hands. The eyes that cut me out. The part that you read, eyes that cut me out. The arms that hold me round. The hands that reach out to pick me up and lift me from the ground. And then in the world wasn't built in a day. Your voice from my throat cries, your heart beats in my chest.
Exactly.
From my head
I was
stare your
gonna
eyes.
say
For
that.
you I live and die. So it is this. The loneliness is a lie because he is connected to everything and nothing, I think. And then I don't know. There's a freedom in that, and then
Mm-hmm.
in I Need You, it is the total acceptance that he's completely bound. I'm your servant. I
Oh,
need you.
right. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's sort of like an eternity in both of these things. Just an interesting kind of comparison, I suppose. But I think that in terms of the structure of the song, in terms of the payoff of the emotional load, is perhaps a little more elegantly arrived at. And the world wasn't built in a day. Like, you have to listen to the whole story. Like, you really have to be engaged with it and really sort of focus on it. It's a long song, 9:37, and I Need You's long too, 7:02.
Oh, interesting.
So both
cool.
are pretty long, but I don't know. Again, kind of like the world. He's out in the world, and in I Need You, he's either alone in a room or with one other person in a room. It's sort of a microcosm, or just like nothing really matters outside of that space.
Jeez.
I don't know. Sort of
Man.
Experientially, and in terms of the synesthetic quality of these songs, so many of these songs that I get, and I find myself in these worlds. I find myself looking out through their eyes. Sometimes I'm an observer. Sometimes I see what the protagonist, so to speak, sees. But yeah, I think I feel much more parallel, or that I am more intertwined with. I'm not just listening to a story. I'm like intertwined with the situation, and I Need You. I sort of can relate. I've felt these feels, and yeah, sort of a constant yearning, but also something that's never empty but never full. I don't know. It's sort of the state of living in some ways, and there's sort of more more resolution in The World Wasn't Built in a Day somehow, and maybe that's more satisfying on some level. I wish I felt a little bit more like that, but I think I relate to I Need You a little bit more, and that's my pick. I think I Need You.
Oh, wow.
Right. Well, I Need You is one, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about these two songs. And then if I, for some reason, disagree, I will try to convince one of you, but we don't know whether I will or yet not. I don't know that I will or yet or not. So these two songs, I find this pairing to be stunning. I can't fucking believe these two songs are up against each other. I think these are together two aspects of the yin yang in a way that makes a complete whole. I'm stunned at sitting here thinking about these two songs in conjunction. I am so fucking grateful to be here in this podcast talking about this music. Again, I've really missed this. And getting to think about these in new ways, like I've never sat and thought about these two songs together, and now that I am, my brain is fucking firing on a million cylinders. Like, holy shit. The World Wasn't Built in a Day. Rob's absolutely mature sunset era fucking paean to the freedom of loneliness and isolation as a being in the world, and at the same time the honest railing against the solipsisms of that, right? Like you pointed that out, Matthew. That lyric in the middle is almost, if not as beautiful as the lyric at the end of I Need You, right? That they're only alone I sang for the people that I knew, for my friends and family, for them I prayed, that no storm would come and sweep them up, that no winds would bear them away. All of that part is incredible, and the way Rob delivers it is so incredible. That part nearly brings me to tears every time I hear it, because it is so earnest. And also as earnest in that song is the just admission that we are, each of us, alone, even if we are with others. And that for many of us, not everyone necessarily, but for many of us, certainly for me, the deepest freedom I feel is when I am alone. And there's a sadness and a beauty to that freedom. And yet an understanding that the other side of that freedom is a yearning for connection. that's needed. And what is I need you? It is the thesis of that need for that connection, of the reality that as myself, I cannot be alone. I can only exist with the other as a mental construct or as some being actually in front of me, but without either the thought of somebody else, the thought of others abstractly, or the real need of another human being in front of me. I do not exist. Just epistemologically, I don't. I'm not real unless there is some other being in the world to witness me. It's just not a thing. It can't happen. It's not possible. And yet, the world wasn't built in a day gets to the heart of like, but the most freedom I feel is those moments when I'm absolutely absent from that and can imagine myself or feel myself absolutely outside of that gaze. And yet, the world wasn't built in a day ends with them with Rob looking at his partner sleeping, completely absent from being witnessed. Unlike the end of I Need You, where they're being witnessed by someone, by the eyes and arms and hands. This is someone lying in a dream, completely absent. But then Rob's looking at them going like, what is my nature? Am I in you? Are you in me? What should I believe? Tell me. Just needing to know, like, how am I real? I feel free on my own, but I don't think I exist on my own. I only exist because I exist in you. And so in the end, these songs are like a fucking Ouroboros that just meet right back up and fucking eat each other. And here they are up against each other. It's fucking ludicrous. They're a circle, these songs. They're two halves of the same song.
Am I on drugs? Am I on drugs?
And I fucking love this band. Holy shit.
And you're just talking about Ouroboros.
Yeah.
Let's just circle back to the song
Jesus
that got
Christ.
turfed off first. The No Rest for the Wicked. It might be a fucking theme. Lyrics from that. What are you? You are not. And
yeah.
You are not you.
You are not you. Exactly. It's fucking incredible. And so how do I pit these two songs against each other? Then I have to start thinking about other elements, because to me now in my head, they are a gestalt. They are a song together. They are not separate. They are a fucking statement that needs both of these theses together, merged in the fucking passionate embrace.
Philosophy.
So how do I
This
pick?
is philosophy.
These are both beautiful songs musically. World Wasn't Built in a Day slowly builds. It has its crescendos, its peaks. It makes me feel a lot of things. I can sit with the whiskey and just let this song wash over me. I Need You, though, worms its way into my heart in a way that is indescribable. And the crescendo at the end of this song brings me a kind of joy in being a living being that few other No Means No songs reach the height of. Many of them do. Like they approach it in different ways. But the end of that song in particular, just the part that I read aloud, just absolutely lives in me in ways that I don't think I could even begin to describe well, because they're kind of nonverbal.
Oh, I think you can.
The verbal parts of it go sub rosa, right? And live more deeply. Whereas The World Wasn't Built in a Day, as Matthew, you talked about, it's a story that needs to be kind of fully absorbed from front to back. And in that way, it's almost a better song in the way that it's more subtly constructed. It is a fucking novel front to back that takes a full journey. But I Need You, in a more succinct way, even though they're both very long, just doesn't need that structure to get to where it needs to go. It gets there in a way that feels more direct. So for that reason, for me, it's I Need You. So this seems to be a unanimous decision. That's a hard one for me, though, because now these two songs are like
church here.
These two songs are like tied together in a way that they never were before for me in this way. But now I cannot fucking untangle them. They're gorgeous. God, what a band! What a band! Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
you just sermoned. It was a sermon.
The World Wasn't Built in a Day. Won out over No Rest for the Wicked. I Need You.
It's a good song.
Won out over The Jungle. And in the final bout, when these two amazing fucking kaiju of philosophical, epistemological, just fucking beasts fought each other and hugged each other in the middle of the ring, I need you one out. And so it is going to continue to whatever our actual final decision is. And the world wasn't built in a day. It has put on a very good show. It has put on a good effort. But unfortunately, its day has passed. And so I need you will make it into the closing vote.
Wow.
Okay.
Fuck.
Here's what I'm gonna.
Oh yeah.
Put forward.
Do it.
And just like, perhaps if people are listening, you can email us at nomeansnothingpodcast@gmail.com. Just that concept of if it's 2-1, and the person whose song was not chosen, how about if they choose to, in any of the three kind of matchups, if they choose to try to convince one of the other people, they can do it, but you don't have to.
I like that. I like that a lot. So in any round, they can choose to make their case if they feel like they've been robbed, if they feel like the other people just didn't understand something,
or if like, you know, maybe Matthew was on the fence a bit there. Yeah, I think I can shift him. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that, because I like that this is the most subjective round. Okay, they've all been subjective, but this is the round where it's really just comes down to what we fucking feel about these songs in any way we feel about them. And so this one didn't seem to get too contentious, but there's going to be some rounds that come up that are going to get contentious. And so I think we need to feel free to try to pull someone else over to our side if we need to. And that could be on any way, right? Like, Michelle, if something comes up and you're like, but the fucking music for this one is transcendent. What are you fucking idiots talking about? You need to pull us into the light.
Well, it's part of the song, though. It's part of the song that I don't pay attention to, and you guys know something I don't.
That's okay.
You guys know something I don't.
But you know something we don't. Let me say
totally.
Andy,
in terms of the structure and the math and the the music
correctly
stuff,
identified.
Absolutely.
Andy correctly identified when I was sitting around the table with him with my two kids, and he looked at me and said, "No offense, Jordan, but I just want to say Michelle gets it, right? Like you have, and I've told you that before. You hear something in these songs that I often don't." And so you need to lean on that so that part's represented. You need to lean on the part that says, but the fucking music in this is transcendent, because it doesn't matter what's being said sometimes. Sometimes what matters is the crafting of the music, and you're going to pull that out more than we are. So if we fuck up, I'm not saying I'll change my vote, but you can make that case.
Well, okay.
So there we go. Anyway, folks.
Yeah, okay. That does mean a lot, though. I mean, come on,
it fucking means a ton.
Which you just said.
It means a ton.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, you know. Sometimes I feel like, you know, Michelle and I will vote together, and sometimes I feel like Jordan and I will vote together. But I don't know how often it would happen that Jordan and Strangey.
Oh, it has. It's happened.
I know it has. But
yeah. But let's see. Let's see what. And you know what'll be interesting is when we bring in a fourth voice, rather.
A fourth,
in some of these episodes.
Oh, that's going to get weird.
That's going to get really weird. And good, I think. I think we could use that sometimes. We're not going to do that every episode. First of all, because it's just, oh, fuck yeah, are you kidding me?
Look, logistically difficult.
Get that thing out of here. No.
No way, I love the dice. No. But it's logistically. But let me tell you, the dice matters less because there's still the possibility of trying to pull someone's vote back, right? Mm-hmm. So making your case. The hear me out. I'm going to call it the hear me out section, right?
Yeah.
Of each round. And I do think we should do it in each round. And it doesn't have to be. It's like,
what about a dollar amount?
There should be an opportunity.
An opportunity for a hear me out.
Somebody for your vote?
Well, the opportunity is only going to exist if it's 2-1. But,
exactly. Or 2 to 2, right?
Yeah. More so. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thought we'd maybe make like a 40-minute episode. Somehow we still made an hour-and-a-half episode. So fuck me.
That's
I guess.
cool.
That's great.
Almost bang on.
That's great.
Yep.
So I'm just going to go ahead and say that No Means No Thing, No Means Nothing is produced and edited by yours truly, Jordan Flato. Although now I have to say also by Parker Flato.
Yeah.
Co-hosting and podcast graphics are by the excellent Matthew Kowalik. Michelle Strangest is our third, and let's face it, everyone's favorite co-host and official
on.
Foley artist. Sound mixing by my boy Parker. Shout out to our official mascot, Teddy.
Teddy.
And thank you to No Means No for the use of stock taking as our intro and outro music. The sound of the ocean, my feet in the sand, the chill of the wind, the lie of the land, the drops on my skull, the gull's lonely sound, the thunder, the lightning, the rain pouring down till I die. All right, everybody. The only thing that's left to say is...
Oh, no. Don't do it. Come on. Don't. Hey, you.
Fuck off.